We begin on this Friday evening with the Bayou Blitz Championship Edition. It was a battle of two Acadiana communities, Opelousas and Cecilia. They came down to the wire, but the dust settled with the Opelousas High Tigers capturing their first state football title in school history. News 15 sports director and our real raging Cajun Will Heron is live at the Caesars Superdome in the Big Easy after taking in this showdown with small town pride on the line. Will, you've got highlights, post-game reaction, and a lot of celebration for us. Take it away, my friend.
Oh, Jeff, it was fantastic. Opelousas taking home the hardware. Finally, and it was a great game. Opelousas started hot. Cecilia, though, they made it close. Let's check out those highlights. Scary moment early on. First drive, Cecilia with a quick pass out to the flats for very little. On the other side of the field, an Opelousas player is on the ground. An official told me it looked like he was having a seizure. You can see his mother coming to his side. The whole time it seemed like the player was unconscious as he was lifted onto the stretcher and then still as he's taken off the field. Moments like that make you remember it's just a game. Now back to the action. Deshaun Ford introducing himself to the defense in the first quarter. Next play, quarterback Zacchaeus Malvo fakes the handoff and then takes it himself off the right side of the line to score the first points of the championship. Extra point would be no good. Opelousas plays defense as well. Jonathan Ford wrapping up the runner and taking him to the ground. My man is hungry. Cecilia trying to put a drive together in the second, but Jamorian Daughtry has other ideas for my man, and he stops that noise. Less than a minute left in the half. Malvo faking the handoff, then he bolts, finds space off to the right, and takes it in to put the Tigers up 12. Opelousas wins its first state championship in football, 26-13 here at the Superdome. As you can see, the players, fans, and those associated with the team were going crazy. This is what the team had to say after the game.
I almost feel like the great Muhammad Ali. He always called his shots, man. But at the end of the day, bro, I just feel like that, bro. We put a lot of work in and time away from our families. They keep time away from their families. For us to get to the first round or the second round and get knocked out, that's not the expectation. The expectation is to get to the dome.
It's really there. Those big runs, that's just me knowing that they go target Sean or whatever. That's when my time just trying to come from.
Now, as you guys saw, Opelousas took a 26-13 unbelievable game. They are now state football championships. But first things first, that player that went down was a ball boy. Coach told us he had a seizure and he's going to be okay. So good stuff. With me, ESPN Southwest Louisiana, Matt Miguez. Matt, we just saw ourselves a battle for a state final. Tell me about it.
Yeah, what a game that was, right? I mean, Opelousas never played a game here inside the Caesars Superdome. Cecilia has been almost 30 years since they've been here. Two small towns pretty close together. A lot of pride on the line, like you mentioned, in the pack. And look, at the end of the day, Opelousas won it in the trenches, and that's where it matters, right? That's where football's won and lost, on the offensive defensive line. I think Opelousas played better there than Cecilia did today, and that made all the difference in the world. Opelousas was able to rush for 291 yards, and that made the difference.
Good stuff. Now, don't forget, we also have Acadiana taking on Baton Rouge Catholic later at 7 o'clock tonight. You know I'll have all of that action and those highlights out here at the Superdome for the state football championships. The ESPN Southwest Louisiana's Matt Miguez. I'm Will Heron, your real Raging Cajun. Oh, Jeff, back to you, man. My head's about to explode, man.
Thank you so much, fellas, and congrats to both Opelousas and Cecilia on amazing seasons.